Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are finally getting into the Airspun Translucent Powder, and today I'm going to compare it to the Nikkia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. You guys, I kind of tried it out in one of my last videos and they seem very similar, but I made a mistake, and so here I am. I'm going to dedicate the full video to the powders so we can kind of compare them. So the Nikkia Joy powder was actually recommended to me by my friend here on YouTube. Her name is Isis, and the Airspun I've just been using for years and years and years, and this is the only one that I've ever had. Like, it lasts forever. But anyway, we will get into all those details in the video. Before we get started though, please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video, or as often as you'd like to be reminded about my videos. My videos are here for whenever you want to come back and watch them. And if you're new around here, welcome. My name is Jackie. Thank you for joining us. But you guys, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I zoomed you in. I am currently priming my eyes. I'm going to keep the eye look super simple, but I do want to get something on here because I want to see how each setting powder will last even on the eyelid. So hopefully there's no extra creasing or anything like that. So I just laid down my MAC paint pot in soft ochre, and then I also do just want to note that I have two of the exact same brush to be applying these powders. And let me go ahead and open up these powders. So we're going to be doing the Airspun on this side and the Nikkia Joy on this side. So going into my Airspun, I'm just going to set. And then I grabbed the wrong brush, so here it is. So it's the same brush. And going into the Nikkia Joy. And I can already tell you guys that in one of the last videos that I put the powders on, they feel very similar. When you're applying it, like the brush, it just glides on like, I don't even know how to explain it, like butter. Like, they both feel amazing. One is a little bit more like pinky peachy toned, and one is more yellowy banana toned, but when I apply them to me in person, in the camera, they look the exact same. So I don't really know if that has an effect. Maybe long term, we will see. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do a quick little eye look off camera. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna do anything special, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. It's just, to me, it's not that important, because if I'm being honest, I feel like I'm not going to have too many issues on my eyelids, and I mainly want to focus it on here and like maybe a little bit where I brighten up. So I will be right back in just a moment. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Quick little simple eye look. So now we're going to move on to the face. So what I'm going to do for primers, I'm going to keep the same primers that I use most of the time, that I know exactly how they work. And the first one going on is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I just rub that on my fingers and apply it on most of my face, anywhere but the nose basically. And then I'm also going in with my Makeup Forever Step 1. This is a mattifying primer, and I just put like a tiny bit on my nose. And then we're going to go right into foundation. This one is the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1. I'm in the color 07 Sand. And I'm just going to take my Makeup Geek Diamond Sponge and just apply that. And when I moisturize how I always do with the moisturizers that I always use. Nothing is changing for this video. So for concealer, I am applying just my favorite concealer, which is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue. I am in the shade 20 Medium Tan. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. I do blend and then set one eye and then blend and then set the other eye. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I normally do. I just don't want you guys to think that I'm cheating. I always set my face like this. And I do just use the powders under my eye and on my forehead and my nose. The rest of my face gets a different powder, so that is why I'm mainly focused under the eye and where I brighten. So going into my Airspun with my Airspun brush, swirled it in, topped it off, and then setting it. And you really just need a light dusting for the bottom under eye. You don't need a lot. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to make anything cakey. You just want to hold the makeup in place. That's about it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this side of the nose as well. We're going to try to do half and half here. I just like to really make sure I can get in here into the little curve. And then we're also going to go ahead and just set this side of the forehead. I might exaggerate it a little bit up here a little bit, but mainly just right here is where I like to set. And then once I have that blended, I'm going in with the Nikkia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. Again, tapping off the excess and just applying with little pouncing motions. After I do that, I always take my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder, and I am in the shade Caramel Beige W7. And honestly, I just go in lightly to set the rest of my face because I do feel like setting powders are just too light for me. I don't know. And I also feel like this just kind of warms up my face a little bit. And then I'm just using my Alemad Colorette palette in the shades Medium Tan. And for my highlight, I'm just going to go in with my Ciate Confetti highlighter. And I just like to take that on a big fluffy brush. You guys, I know you guys see me using this big fluffy brush, but if you hold it at an angle, you're really just getting like the little space right here. And then at this point, I'm completely done with my face makeup, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set it like I always do. I'm just going to go ahead and use my favorite setting mist, which is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Setting Mist. Longest name of life, I know. Okay, guys, I'm zoomed into the max. Okay, so going right into it, if you can see under my eyes, I know that it looks like it's creasing. It is not creasing. I just have like monster lines on the bottom of my eyes. I don't know, it's a thing. I think it's because of my big eyeballs, because I feel like my eyeballs are so big. But nonetheless, I didn't go in and put eyeshadow on the bottom waterline, and that's just because I just didn't want anything to disrupt it or anything like that. So the bottom is bare. It's just the setting powder and that's it. I mean, over the concealer, of course. So if you remember, this side was the Airspun Translucent Powder and this side was the Nikkia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. And then I will pan over to my forehead here. Okay, you guys, so that is what my skin is looking like for now. I did try to, you know, turn for you guys. I try to be fair because, you know, light bounces off of different places and such. So I just want to be as accurate as I can for you guys, especially through a camera. So I hope that you guys could see, I like to save my final thoughts for the end when I give you the information on the products and all that stuff. But I will say that it's looking very similar, and I feel like you guys will be able to see that through the screen. And a few things that I did forget to mention, if you're interested on what's on my eyes, I use the new Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette, and on my lips I actually have the Manny MUA lip gloss in the shade, let me grab it, in the shade Dreamy. You guys, I don't even know what the shade is called, but I wear this like all the time, like with makeup, without makeup. I love this gloss so much. Lastly, I really quickly want to apologize for any little extra noises. You guys, we are in full packing mode, so my husband has been packing in the garage right over here, and I feel like you guys might be able to hear some things, so I do apologize about that. Keep praying for us. We haven't found a home yet, but we will find one. But anyway guys, I will be back in a few hours so we can do a check-in. Okay, you guys, I'm back and I'm zoomed in, and we are going to do our first check-in. So if you remember, this is the Airspun side and this is the Nikkia Joy side. So I did apply the powder on my forehead. So Nikkia Joy side, and then Airspun. And I will say right off the bat, I don't know if you guys could tell through the screen, but this side is just like the slightest bit more matte than this side, but it's just like very minimal difference. And if we go down to my nose, this is the Nikkia Joy side, this is the Airspun. You can see that it's broken up on both sides. Right in the middle, it's broken up, I would say, pretty evenly, but on the sides, I would say the Airspun looks just like a hint better. Again, not much. It is broken up on both sides. Under the eye, I still haven't really creased. You guys remember, I just have my deep lines. But both sides are still pretty smooth, pretty velvety looking. And yeah, that is what I'm looking like at. This is about a little bit over 6 hours. We're not at 6.5 yet, but a little bit over 6 hours. But that's what I'm looking like, and I'll be back in a few seconds for you, a few hours for me, and we'll do one last check-in. I'll probably just go another hour or two because I'm honestly ready to take this makeup off. Okay, I'll be back, guys. Okay, you guys, so we've officially hit the 10-hour mark, and I am ready to take this off. So if you remember, Airspun, Nikkia Joy, let me go ahead and pan around here just a little. The nose, it didn't really break up a whole bunch more. I actually feel like I rubbed it because I feel like the sides aren't as worn off as this part right here, so I feel like maybe I rubbed it and I forgot. But the main part that I wanted to focus on was the under eye. The under eye is looking pretty much the same. It really hasn't budged. Again, my creases under my eye, they're just always there. But the powder is still very velvety right here. If you see some missing because of my glasses, but right here, like, it's soft, it's blurred. And then my actual eyelids, nothing major going on here either. Okay, you guys, so that is what my skin is looking like. There is a very slight difference here where you can see it's just like a tiny bit more matte than this side. Now, other than that, the powders performed very similar. The powders laid very similar. There's really not much different about these other than the amount you're getting, the price, and the shade of each powder. But in the end, once they're applied on me, they are the exact same shade. They don't look more pink or more yellow. It looks very, very similar. Now, this Nikkia Joy retails for $38, and this Airspun, it honestly just depends on where you're getting it. But at Target, which is where I mostly always link it, sometimes it's $4.99, sometimes it's $5.99. It just depends. Being that it is a drugstore item, you could probably get them even cheaper, or like a 2 for $10 type of deal or something like that. So look out if you're interested. Now, there isn't one winner compared to the other as far as the way they performed. In all honesty, they are both really great glitters. If you follow Nikkia, I'm pretty sure that's her name, I'm sorry, I do not actually know who she is. But if you follow her and you want to support her, then by all means, it is a great powder. But if you're just looking for a great powder at a decent price, the Airspun is definitely the way to go. Again, they performed clearly the exact same. So both great powders. That is just the major difference. Other than that, they both say that they're finishing powders and they're both to help you mattify and like make the skin look blurred and soften and stuff like that. So everything is pretty much the same with these powders as far as how they perform and stuff like that. So it is completely up to you on which one you want to give a try. So that is all I have to say about the powders. But if you've been with me throughout the whole video, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting me, and it's time for a giveaway. So I'm going to try to get through this quickly. There's just a few little things. I just wanted to do a little something for you guys. So first item that I'm giving away is this little container full of makeup sponges. I think I actually have one for myself, so hopefully I can get into actually trying these out soon. But they come in this little cute container. Like, I love it. Next, we have a lip gloss. This is a Tarte lip gloss. This one is from the Christmas collection. Next, we have these gorgeous lashes from battingtonlashes.com. These are in the style Monroe. Next, I have this Pure palette. It is the Festival palette. The inside of the palette will have these shades here. Look at that green. It is gorgeous. So I can't wait for one of you guys to get to play with this one. Next, we have this Butter London eyeshadow palette. You guys, the shadows look so creamy and smooth. Up next, we have this Moda Studio brush set. It is 8 brushes. You guys, I actually use the blending brushes from this all the time in my videos. But I actually really like this brush set. It's really cute. And lastly, we have this lip kit. It comes with 4 glosses, 4 matte liquid lipsticks, and 4 plumping top coats. And it also comes with 4 shine liquid lipsticks. I lied. There is one more thing. I'm also going to throw in one of these palettes. You guys, I did a review on this palette, and I ended up picking up a bunch of extra ones so I could give away some of these. I'm going to throw one of these palettes in there. Obviously, yours will be like brand new and packed up, but this one is mine. And that is everything in the giveaway, and it's all going to one lucky winner, and it's super simple to enter. All you have to do is like my video, share any one of my videos, whichever one is your favorite, whichever one you want to share with everybody. It's easier for me to have a screenshot of your entry, that way you can be guaranteed to be entered into the giveaway, because if you guys are putting them in the stories, that only lasts 24 hours, so if I don't see it in those 24 hours, you won't qualify for the giveaway. And then you can just comment down below that you entered, and then also let me know, would you guys like to see like a Q&A or like an assumptions video? Like, I want to, but I don't know if enough people would be interested in actually asking questions or submitting assumptions. Let me know down below. But that is it, you guys. All the official rules will be down in the description, so make sure you read them thoroughly. Please do not message me about the giveaway. Everybody gets a fair shot to win if they enter. And that is it, you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys in my next one. Adios!